Good evening and welcome inside TU Arena. On the campus, Towson University, the home of the Towson University Tigers. Towson getting set for more volleyball action here tonight after they defeated St. Francis earlier today. 3 sets to 2, a 5-setter that was a back and forth affair, and Towson clearly with some work to do. Again, a very young team, a lot of new faces, and they'll take on a Duquesne team that beat St. Francis earlier today 3 sets to none. So this is a very dangerous Duquesne team taking on a Towson team that is fresh off a victory. Now somebody is going to leave at TU Arena today with their first loss. Tigers led by preseason player of the year, Vic Barrett. As they get set, Towson will be in the black uniforms. The liberos, Sydney Stewart, will be wearing the blue autism awareness uniform. Duquesne in the white, and their libero wearing red. Starting lineups for Duquesne, it's Floyd, Wilmot, Helm, Grimm, Schramm, Drelling, and Hobson. Grimm, the libero. For Towson, it's Stewart, Barrett, Minta, Callender, Domingo, Nakai, Moran, Sydney Stewart, the libero. As we get set for opening serve, it'll be Duquesne starting off. Chloe Wilmot, sophomore from Alexandria, Virginia, will get us underway. Nice crowd on hand this evening now. Beautiful Friday evening in Towson, Maryland. Here's Wilmot.
5, 22.
Barrett, first attempt.
12, 2, 13.
Hobson's attempt is blocked and down. Point Tigers. Minta and Nakai teaming up for the block. It's 1-0 Towson. Stewart will Stewart will serve. Pardon me. Stewart, serve on the way, up to the left side. Attack here from Schramm is long and out of bounds. Oh, but it's a touch. Point Duquesne as they get on the board for the first time tonight. Avery Hobson.
15, 22.
Moran setting up Nakai, and she sets it down. 2-1 Towson.
19 for 22.
Maisie Jesse, her first serve of the match.
2,
Received by Grimm. Shot there and down is Ariel Helm to make it 2-2. Floyd back in for Helm now. The libero Grimm will serve. Jesse. Barrett loads up and puts it down. And that's why she's the preseason player of the year. 3-2 Towson. Barrett's serve is in. Catches the back line. Duquesne thought it was going to go out. It's an ace for Vic Barrett. 4-2. Wilmo
11,
setting up. Schramm there. It's dug out. Attack from Callender off the arms of Duquesne and out of bounds. Point Tigers 5-2. Duquesne can't get a handle on the serve. It's another ace for Vic Barrett. 6-2 Tigers. 4-0 scoring run for Towson now. Attack there from Schramm. Dug out by Stewart. Here's Callender. She's met at the net. Barrett able to save it. Abdul Rahim got it over, but I think it was one too many touches. Point to Kane to make it 6-3. Schramm to serve. Jesse setting up Abdul Rahim. Duquesne able to dig it out. Drelling, her attack is long. Point Towson. 7-3. Towson had that little run. Otherwise, both teams still feeling each other out, still getting comfortable here this evening. Domingo's serve. Set up by Kristofic. And it's blocked! Minta and Abdul Rahim. 8-3 Towson. Towson working quickly here in the opening set.
13, 10, 12.
Another attack there from Drelling is into the net. Point Towson. And a timeout called by Steve Opperman. You've seen enough here in the opening set as Towson has jumped out to a 6-point lead, 9-3. And so far, it's the Tigers again, as we saw in the St. Francis matchup, doing a nice job defensively, getting blocks and turning away and making it tough on the Duquesne attack. And then on the offensive side, Nakai, Callender, Barrett, all getting active, each with a kill so far early on, and you got to keep playing with the swagger. And that was the big thing during set 2 and set 3 for St. Francis, is they got really confident. They started feeling good about themselves. They started playing looser. They started taking bigger swings, making plays, challenging more at the net, and it was coming up good for them. And you could tell that Towson was maybe getting a little shy there and wasn't sure how to do, hitting everything long. Not able to come down or succeed on blocks. But now what we're seeing from Towson here in this first set is that swagger that St. Francis had in that second and third, and they got to keep it going. They got to keep the energy up. They got to keep attacking. We are set now to resume play. Domingo serving. Domingo serve on its way.
13,
Received by Hobson.
12.
A push there from Drelling is handled by the Tigers. Here comes Abdul Rahim off the fingertips of Duquesne and handled.
13,
Attack there from Hobson again is dug out. Quick push there from Henshin. Abdul Rahim is blocked. Towson trying to keep it up and they can't. Point Duquesne. 9-4 Towson. And Stewart re-enters. Elizabeth Drelling will serve.
That's Moran. He's walking through. 12, 14, 19.
Abdul Rahim takes a big swing, but it's long. Point Duquesne, 9-5. Drelling into the net. Point Tigers. A couple of subs here for Towson. Moran and Nakai in for Abdul Rahim and Jesse. Moran serve.
10,
Received by Grimm.
6.
And Henshin with a really nice maneuver there has caught Towson stepping early to the ball, thinking it was going to be a harder swing. Floyd serve on the way. Stewart, Moran.
15.
Callender is able to put it down off the arms of Kristofik. 11-6 Towson.
At least I'm slowing my own momentum down, right?
Callender's serve is down again. Towson able to snipe that back line. Barrett did it first, and now Callender dialed in. 12-6 Tigers. Another serve for Callender on the way. This time received well. And a quick dump attempt by Helm is good. It was blocked and down, though, on the Towson side. Point Duquesne, 12-7. Wilmot back to serve. On the way. Barrett. Nobody reacting after the Barrett receive. Everyone looking at it. It's an ace for Duquesne, 12-8, as Wilmot will once more retreat back to serve. Barrett again.
22, 13, 2,
Minta.
12.
Minter an attack, or Minta, excuse me, an attack. Towson now regrouping. Here's Barrett loading up and puts it down. 13-8 Tigers.
16 to 13.
Sydney Stewart to serve.
10, 2.
Setting up Schramm. Blocked. And down and out. Point Tigers. 14-8. Blocked by Domingo and Stewart. Wilmot. And an awkward pass. And Point Tigers for a double.
Big press out there, Ava.
12, 2,
Wilmot
13.
setting up Hobson.
13 points out.
And out of bounds, Point Towson, 16-8 is Duquesne now not able to get dialed in. Stewart. And that goes long. Serve from Hobson. Received by Callender. Moran at the net for Domingo and a kill. 17-9. Abdul Rahim back into the game, as is Jesse, and Jesse will serve. And well out of bounds. Point Duquesne, 17-10. Serving is Grimm, the libero, junior from South Charleston, Ohio. Transfer from Northeastern. And an ace for Grimm. Speaking of Northeastern, Northeastern falling to Coppin State earlier today, 3-0. Towson will meet the Eagles in a few weeks' time.
12, 14,
Jesse.
12.
Barrett, big block by Duquesne. Big save by Calendar Abdul Rahim. And the Tigers will score it. Great hustle from Sarah Calendar to keep that one alive. 18-11, take another look. Oh. Looking for Schramm, and Schramm able to put it down. Point Duquesne, 18-12. Henshin back into the game. Schramm on the way. Barrett tipped and down, but a net violation on Jesse. And Don Metal quick out of his chair. And it's going to be a challenge here. The argument from Towson. Believe they're saying that DeMango got a piece of it to put it down before it hit the ground. It's a good thing we have a challenge. I believe somebody spilled some water on the court just now. Is Towson working to clean it up? We await a decision here, and we have the call now. It's a successful challenge.
Excuse me, ref. Replay the
So we are replaying the point. Still 18-13. As now, clerically, it's 18-12 the score. Schramm will serve as we will replay the point. And Towson comes out on top as Schramm goes into the net. 19-12.
And 4 for 16.
Votoff into the game for DeMango. Votoff.
I just saw it. Where'd it go? 13.
Hobson
3,
now
6,
setting up Henshin. Dug out
4,
by Jesse.
19,
Here comes Abdul Rahim.
10,
Grim there for the dig.
3, 12.
Attack
12.
from Drelling. And off the hands of the Tigers and out of bounds. Point Duquesne, 19-13. drilling the serve.
12.
Jesse
14.
looking for Calendar and got it to go. Duquesne thought they had the block, but couldn't keep it off their side. It's 20-13 Towson. Moran will serve. Dig goes back over to the Towson side. Moran setting up Nakai, and Duquesne able to get it over. It was awkward, but here comes Calendar now. Cross court and long out of bounds. Point Duquesne. Madison Floyd, the lone senior, true senior on the team.
22-13.
Minta pushover. Floyd dives down.
Skips at 3.
Meeting at the net. Play on is here comes Towson. Nakai, a big shot off the arms of Floyd and out of bounds. 21-14 Towson. The freshman Ava Nakai out of Spanish Fork, Utah. With her second kill of the evening. Calendar serve. Push over and down from Helm for the kill. It's 21-16, 21-15, excuse me. Wilmot will serve. Barrett.
22.
Moran. Nakai loads up again. Duquesne able to keep it up. They have to get it over, and they do with Schramm. Moran gives it to Barrett. Barrett is blocked at the net. Towson keeps it moving, though. Barrett loads up again. She's blocked, gets her own rebound, put it that way. Setter dump there from Moran, no good. But then there's Minta to put it down. (22-15). Duquesne kept blocking. Towson kept swinging. And a timeout called by Steve Opperman to talk things over as Towson 3 away from taking set number 1. We'll step aside here on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. Ben Rosenbaum here inside TU Arena as the Tigers with a 22-15 lead over Duquesne here in set number 1. As our score, Towson with, as I just said, 22-15, excuse me. This is the nightcap here in the Towson Morgan State Invitational as Towson wrapping things up. Duquesne defeated St. Francis earlier today, and then Towson defeated St. Francis just after that, and now Towson and Duquesne will resolve their differences. Tigers 3 away here. Sydney Stewart will serve. On the floor for Towson is Stewart, the libero, Moran, Nakai, DeMango, Barrett, and Calendar. Helm, Schramm, Grimm, and we'll pick up the rest of Duquesne as we go. Here comes Schramm with an attack, and it's touched and out of bounds. Point Duquesne, 22-16. Moran setting up Barrett. Blocked at the net. Moran again. They'll go back to Barrett. Barrett that time off the hands of Duquesne, and Duquesne will settle it up. And Drelling puts it down in front of Sydney Stewart. Point Duquesne, 22-17. Hobson, the server.
15,
Calendar. Moran at the net for
18.
Nakai. And out of bounds, point Duquesne. And just like that, Duquesne back in the set, 22-19. Timeout, Don Metal and the Towson University Tigers. Towson trying to hold on here in set number 1. So Duquesne coming out of that timeout, they get active.
He's been having to get up to help her. I've walked her through it 4 times.
Take a look at the stats. Towson hitting just over 16%. Duquesne hitting 0.091%. And now we have a pause as well during this timeout to get the scoreboard inside the arena correct. Towson with 3 service aces, Duquesne with 2. Towson with 3 blocks, Duquesne with 1. Conversation with the head coach of Duquesne, Steve Opperman. Don Metal just finished having a conversation as well, I think, regarding the score. The scoreboard showed 22-19 inside the arena. It is at 22-18, and I think both coaches a little frustrated. I don't think Don Metal calls that timeout if the score is what it is, which is what it is.
12,
Barrett tries to dump it over.
12, 2, 13.
Hobson down the middle. Nothing there.
18.
Nakai puts it down, 23-18. Towson will sub. Jesse on the serve.
10, 2, 12.
Drelling, dug out by Stewart.
14.
Abdul Rahim.
2.
There for it was Wilmot.
10.
Schramm. Stewart again, a big dig. They're going to have to scramble to get to it, and it's out of bounds. Point Duquesne, 23-19.
15.
Jesse at the net, looking for Barrett. Push and touched in, out of bounds. Point Tigers, set point Towson here in set number 1. Barrett to serve on set point.
12.
It gets over. DeMango tries to set it down twice and then didn't get enough on it. Duquesne stays alive for the moment, 24-20. Christophic and Henshin check back in. Christophic will be the server.
3 for 11.
Christophic, the serve. Barrett.
12.
Jesse at the net for Calendar. Light touch. Dug out by Christophic.
10.
Grimm looking for Henshin.
14.
Therefore, it was Jesse Stewart again for Calendar, blocked and then out of bounds. Point Tigers. They take set number 1, 25-20. And they lead 1-0 over Duquesne. He'll step aside. Set number 2 right around the corner here on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports here inside TU Arena. Towson leading Duquesne 1-0. Towson taking the first set 25-20. And it was big runs. And this was the play that really sparked it. A diving dig from Sarah Calendar. And then Abdul Rahim going cross court off the arms of Grimm. Take another look. Calendar, a great play to keep it alive, and that sparked the run for Towson as they closed it out in set number 1, 25-20. As we retake the floor. It'll be, I believe, Towson serve. On the floor for Towson. Stewart, she'll serve. Calendar, Mackay, Barrett, Moran, and Domingo. For Duquesne, it's Grimm, Wilmot, Helm. And hold your horses, it's a ace for Sid Stewart. 1-0 Towson. Schramm and Drelling rounding out. And Hobson, excuse me. Hobson receives it. They look for Schramm on the near side, and it's out of bounds. Point Towson, 2-0. Hobson on the receiving end. Here goes Schramm, a second attempt, tipped at the net. Moran looking for DeMango, dug out there by Duquesne with Wilmot. Here comes Towson. Barrett looking for the back corner, and she got it. 3-0. Stewart serve.
13-2. Over.
Grimm gets it over. Calendar. Moran for DeMango.
12-2.
Schramm on the attack. Stewart couldn't get under it enough. And Duquesne's on the board. Calendar receives the serve. Moran over to Barrett. Barrett, big shot and a swing, and it's point Towson. 4-1. Victoria Barrett with her 5th kill now in the match. Macy Jesse will serve. Serve is over. Wilmot, Schramm, and then Towson got the initial touch, but no one home for the second. Point Duquesne, 4-2. Grimm to serve.
15.
Jesse over to Barrett. Barrett, another big swing. A little bit of a smirk and a point over at Duquesne. Barrett playing with some swagger now, 5-2. And now Barrett will serve.
12.
Schramm has to get it back into play. Hobson, and a little bit of luck there for Duquesne as it was a weak attack and it just skips over the net and down on the Towson side. 5-3 Towson.
That was one of my specialties. And then it magically rolling over.
Schramm to serve. Nice serve. Calendar with the dig.
14.
Now they go back to Calendar. Calendar barely gets it over.
Continue.
Stewart.
14.
Jesse. Barrett is blocked by Floyd and down. 5-4. Towson lead down the 1. Schramm serve. Hard serve.
14.
Jesse for Abdul Rahim.
11.
Dug out by Schramm. Grimm looks near side for Drelling. It's blocked by Abdul Rahim. Oh, excuse me, by DeMango. 6-4 Towson. I gotta say, I thought it was Abdul Rahim's block, and the way she reacts, both in the St. Francis game and this game so far, when other Tigers make a play, she is hyping the bench up. She is getting behind her teammates, and that is so valuable to a team.
1, 12, 14, 13.
Minta, big shot. And down for the kill, 7-4 Towson. A little bit of a hook shot action from Henshin and gets it down. 7-5. Towson's lead down to 2. Drelling will serve.
15.
Jesse for Minta, blocked by Floyd. Madison Floyd using all 6 foot of her height, and she's got a long wingspan as well to get the block. Senior out of West Hampton, New Jersey. And then Drelling gives it right back to Towson with a serve into the net. 8-6. Moran. Good serve. Duquesne has to get it over, and they can't. Point for the Tigers. 9-6. Moran again.
13-3.
Floyd attacks, and it's going to get out of bounds. Point Duquesne, 9-7. Helm will serve, or excuse me, Helm checks in. Floyd will serve. Moran at the net, pushed by Calendar. Henshin gets it over. Here comes Barrett. Floyd able to dig it out, but then it's out of bounds off the arms of Hobson trying to get it back into play. 10-7. Floyd checks out and a little bit of a yell to her bench, urging them to get up.
13-3.
Attack there from Martin, or excuse me, from Henshin. Barrett dug out by Grimm. Christophic, Hobson, blocked, but Duquesne back in control. Helm gets it over. Barrett centered up and down. 11-7. Good court vision by Victoria Barrett. Saw that nobody was on the far side away from her, and she just pushes it over there. Grimm. Hobson from distance, tipped at the net. Moran for Barrett, light touch and down. Barrett going on a little run. That's her 9th kill. 12-7 Tigers. Timeout. Duquesne. 12-7 our score. Tigers leading in set number 2. They lead 1-0 here on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. Towson leading Duquesne 12-7 here in set number 2. The Tigers took the first set 25-20. Calendar will serve.
12-3-6.
Henshin a push, it's blocked but out of bounds. Point Towson. Wilmot will serve. Moran.
13.
Minta, big attempt. Back over to the Towson side. Minta, another shot, and it's in. 13-8. Stewart serve. Hobson, not a good first touch. And Schramm's going to try to push it over, but doesn't get enough of it and goes straight into the net. 14-8 Towson as they are running away with this one here in set number 2. Looking for Schramm. She's blocked. I think we have a net violation on Towson. Point Duquesne, 14-9. Hobson serve.
15.
Moran for DeMango, and got it. Caught Grimm flat-footed. Point Towson, 15-9. Jesse's serve on the way into the net. 15-10. Towson leads. Grimm's serve is over. Barrett. Jesse at the net for Barrett again, and a big kill by Victoria Barrett with authority. Barrett serve now, and it's out of bounds. Schramm will serve.
11 serve.
Dug out by Barrett.
15.
Here's Calendar right at the feet of Hobson. 17-11. Both off will serve.
As soon as we lose serve. 13, 3, 6, 14, 4.
Abdul Rahim off the fingertips and out of bounds. Point Towson. 18-11. Botoff into the serve. Drelling serve.
14, 15.
Calendar attacks. And Kristofik didn't get a good touch, and it goes out of bounds. Point Tigers, 19-12. Moran to serve for Towson. Kristofik.
13.
Hobson able to snipe the back line. Point Duquesne, 19-13. Floyd to serve. Into the net. 20-13. Calendar serve on the way. And Hobson can't keep it in bounds as it sails out over our heads. 21-13. Calendar serve. Grimm. Kristofik. Looking for Henshin, and it's blocked by Minta. 22-13, Towson. Calendar. Kristofik. Hobson. Tipped. Minta dumps it back over. And then Helm can't get it over into the net and then off her own body. 23-13 Towson, and a timeout late in the set here. We'll step aside. Towson leads in set 2, 23-13 here on Flow Sports. Welcome back here inside TU Arena. 23-13, Towson leads by 10 in set number 2. They lead 1-0. And on the verge of taking set number 2, Calendar back to serve. And Duquesne can't get it over. It's set point. As Calendar has early put Duquesne on their heels here. Calendar serve on the way. Grimm. Kristofik. Henshin blocked and out of bounds. Point Duquesne. They keep it alive for the moment. Wilmot will serve. Moran. Barrett blocked. Stewart there to clean it up. Nakai taps it over, and it's down. Towson takes set number 2, 25-14. They lead 2-0. We'll step aside during halftime or during the set break, and we'll be back for set number 3 here in about 5 minutes here on Flow Sports.
It was a record-setting performance for the Towson Tigers in the 2023-24 academic year. For the first time, the Tigers topped the CAA in the Learfield Cup standings, earning points from conference titles in women's soccer and men's lacrosse, a 4th straight NCAA tournament appearance by gymnastics, and swimmer Brian Benzing finishing as national runner-up in the 100 breast. Head coaches Catherine Vittori, Jay Ramirez, Don Metal, and Sean Nadalin were all named Conference Coaches of the Year. An amazing year with more excitement ahead. Go Tigers!
Instead of just asking, how can we treat Leo's ankle? At MedStar Health, we ask, how can we get Leo the exact care he needs at our urgent care? Care that quickly gets him in for an on-site x-ray, that shows he needs an orthopedic specialist, that joins him for a video consult. That means he doesn't have to miss his very important afternoon appointment. How we help Leo get back to his life is about so much more than how we treat his ankle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
It might be an 11, maybe a 9. It could be 13's time, or 5. With new Cash Pop from the Maryland Lottery, a winning number is drawn 4 times a day. Just pick a number from 1 to 15 for a chance to win cash, like the $2,500 top prize.
Woo! Cash Pop.
Cash Pop. Put a little pop in your day.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Right now, you can join for just $1 down, $15 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. Join today in club, online, or on the PF app for just $1 down, $15 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Hurry! Deal ends September 12th. Join now, online, or at your local PF club.
Grad school is filled with reasons why.
I'm learning from faculty who are tops in their field.
Everything that I have now in terms of my career, I owe it to Towson.
They have amazing resources, research, grants.
And our why is you. Connecting you with professors who serve as mentors, offering over 80 workforce-ready degree options, giving you the support, the space, the place to realize your full potential. Own the now, here at TU.
Welcome back to Flow Sports. Towson leading 2 sets to none here over Duquesne. They take set number 1, 25-20, and then a lot of authority there in the second set, 25-14. You take a look at the set 2, Towson, 14 kills in that second set, 3 aces, and that's been pretty consistent. Excuse me, I think we're having a issue on the live stats. As the Tigers looking to go 3 sets to none here after going 5 sets with St. Francis. We'll step aside one more time and come back here for the 5th set here on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. We're just about set for set number 3 to begin. As on the floor for Towson is Barrett, Minta, Moran, Nakai, Calendar. On the floor for Duquesne, Stewart checks in for Domingo there, and so that'll round out the Tiger lineup. For Duquesne, it's Floyd, Hobson. Helm. Henshin. Grimm. Helm actually checks out, excuse me, for Grimm. And Drelling. Duquesne will serve to start. Christophic's first serve. Stewart to Moran. Calendar, it's dug out. Here's Henshin. Calendar there. Moran, Barrett, light tap. Dive from Christophic. Drelling. Calendar keeps it up. Moran. Stewart has to get it over and does, and then it goes out of bounds. Point Duquesne to open up the third set. Nakai and attacking down as Towson's on the board here in the third, 1-1. Stewart.
12.
Grimm.
10, 12.
Drelling gets it over, and it's not dug out by Stewart. 2-1 Duquesne. Drelling to serve. Calendar. Moran. Light tap from Barrett in the middle. Grimm. Duquesne has to get it over. They do with Hobson. Stewart for Moran. Barrett this time a harder attack, but it's out of bounds. Point Duquesne 3-1. Barrett again, and this time it's down and good. As Towson pulls within one, 3-2. Duquesne leading. Let's look at Don Metal on the right side of your screen there. Associate head coach Terry Hutchison back in Towson after serving as the head coach at Georgia State for a few years. Floyd puts it down. Point Duquesne 4-2. Floyd serves. Stewart. Jesse Barrett again on the back line. Towson's done a good job of sniping that back line tonight in that exact spot as Towson pulls back within one, 4-3. Vic Barrett up to 12 kills now. Helm pushes over. Abdul Rahim. Grimm. Henshin attacks. Net violation on Towson. Point Duquesne. Serve is over. Abdul Rahim blocked. Towson can't get it back up. Point Duquesne 6-3. Calendar, big attack. Hobson blocked at the net, but out of bounds. Point Duquesne. (7-3) Duquesne. They work quickly here in the set number 3. They've got work to do. Serve over from Wilmot.
14-16.
The Mango, somehow Duquesne got it over.
14-16.
Now a light touch there, and Hobson loads up and puts it down. 8-3. And as I expected it, Don Metal asks for time. 8-3 our score. Duquesne in set number 3. We'll step aside here on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. Duquesne leading here in the third set, 8-3. They trail, though, 2-0 to the Tigers. Head coach of Towson, Don Metal, taking a timeout. Wilmot to serve. Tips off the net. Jesse for Calendar. Down and good. 8-4 as Towson tries to get back into it. Minta in for Stewart. Domingo to serve. Push over to Schramm. Diving dig by Domingo. Towson able to keep it up, have to get it over. Abdul Rahim does. They look here for Hobson. Jesse Barrett, light touch down the middle. Hobson digs it out. Helm is able to get it off the Tigers and out of bounds. Point Duquesne at 9-4. Hobson to serve. Barrett receives. Calendar with a big attack. And that got the Tiger bench going. 9-5. Take another look. Calendar. A screamer right in front of Hobson. Moran gets it over on the serve. Minta tries to set it right back down. Drelling able to get it in just inside the back line. 10-5 Duquesne. Grimm will serve. Moran. Calendar a push. Grimm keeps it up. Here's Drelling. Blocked. Gets it back up. This Drelling. Grimm gives it back to Drelling. Moran, her dig gets it back over. Nakai off the hands of Duquesne and out of bounds. Point Towson. 10-6. From is blocked. Drilling will have a go, and she got it. Point Duquesne, 11-6. Henshin into the game for Wilmot. And serve from Kristofic goes well out of bounds. Point Tigers, 11-7. Blocked by DeMango as Floyd tried to push it over. Point Towson, 11-8. Stewart serve. And nobody there for it for Duquesne. And Towson gets a little closer, 11-9. Stewart serve on the way. Kristofic. Henshin attacks and puts it down as Moran tries to dive to catch up to it. 9-12. Drilling will serve. 22-12. Barrett. The big attack. Make it 12-10. Another look at Vic Barrett, CAA preseason player of the year, the hang time, and the velocity. And I mentioned it about Abdul Rahim's enthusiasm for her teammates. It's infectious. As dear, you saw the freshman Ava Nakai celebrating like she just made the kill. 13, Kristofic. 6, Henshin dug out. DeMango sets up Barrett. Barrett, Grimm able to dive for it. Floyd is blocked by DeMango. Towson has pulled within one, 12-11. Pause for a moment to wipe down the floor. Jesse's serve on the way. Sinking. And then DeMango sets it down off the bad first touch from Duquesne. We are tied at 12. Towson has stormed back here in set 3. Kristofic looking for Henshin. Jesse there for it. Stewart. Barrett. Off the net, it rolls and goes in. Towson getting bounces now. 13-12, timeout. Duquesne, Towson now on top here in set number 3 on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. You're inside TU Arena. It's a brand new set number 3 as Towson has gone on a 4-0 run to take the lead away from Duquesne, 13-12. Tigers also leading in the match, 2-0. Jesse sends it over. Floyd. Kristofic over for Hobson. Blocked at the net. Floyd gets it over. Jesse. Vic Barrett feeling it. Vic Barrett has gone on a tear this evening. That is kill number 15 for Vic Barrett. Henshin the tip. Stewart dives for it. Towson can't keep it up. 14-12. And that breaks the scoring run, the 5-0 run from Towson. Floyd to serve. And the serve now. Duquesne gets the roll from the net. Hits the net and flips over. And we're tied 14-14. Look at the head coach of Duquesne, Steve Opperman, in his 27th year at the helm of Duquesne, 34th year overall. Assisted by Hunter Rock and Allison Londut. Floyd to serve. Good timeout call by Steve Opperman. He took the air out of the stadium and got his team back even, but now that evaporates as Towson takes the lead off the service error, 15-14. Barrett. Kristofic blocked at the net was Hobson. Stewart for Abdul Rahim. Duquesne keeps it up. Hobson gets it over. Barrett for Jesse. For Abdul Rahim and down. 16-14 Towson. Barrett. Towson gets the same roll Duquesne just got. 17-14 as it flips over the net on the serve from Victoria Barrett. And Barrett's serve goes out of bounds. Wilmot will serve. Stewart, Jesse, DeMango on the back line. 18-15. Botoff in. Botoff serve is over. Has to push over, does Hobson. Abdul Rahim loads up, blocked. Barrett keeps it up. Botoff, Calendar to get it over. Off the tip, fingertips. Blocked at the net is Minta. 19-15. Minta with a block. That is her 4th. Check that, her 5th. As now the serve from Botov goes out of bounds. 19-16. It was the 4th block from Minta. Callender also credited with a block there.
15-14.
Here comes Callender.
Continue. 14-15.
Callender blocked again. Towson will reload it. This time Abdul Rahim. Dug out by Wilmot.
10, 11,
Schramm tipped at the net.
14-19.
Abdul Rahim out of bounds. Point Duquesne as Duquesne refuses to go quietly. 19-17. Towson by 2. Hobson to serve.
15,
Jesse.
15,
Callender attack.
13,
Diving forward is Hobson. Wilmot over to Drelling.
15.
Abdul Rahim out of bounds. But a net violation on Duquesne. Point Tigers, 2017. Moran. Wilmot at the net. Schramm attacks, blocked and out of bounds. Point Duquesne. 2017. Grimm to serve. Stewart, Moran. Minta just whiffs on it. 2019, excuse me. And that one is short. Make it 21-19. Callender will serve. Wilmot. Drelling tipped. Moran keeps it up, but Towson can't do anything with it. 21-20. Kristofic to serve. Moran for Nakai, pushed over. Kristofic. Pensions tipped. And that's going to go out of bounds. Point Duquesne. Tied 21-21. This set just got real interesting. Kristofic serve is over. Moran looks for Barrett, and that's how you break up a run if you're Towson. You go to Vic Barrett, and you dare him to stop her. 22-21. Kill number 16 for Victoria Barrett. Stewart. Kristofic for Drelling. Tipped and down. We're tied once more, 22-22. And serve out of bounds. That's a big error, 23-22. Jesse to serve. Grimm. Kristofic for Henshin. Dug out. Stewart. Abdul Rahim. Drilling there for it. Kristofic. Floyd. Abdul Rahim loads up. Grimm. Hobson. Out of bounds. Match point. Towson. Timeout, Duquesne. Pressure time now for both sides. Taking a look at the stat line for Victoria Barrett, 16 kills, hitting just over 45%, a block, 3 aces. As Towson winning in 5 sets earlier today, now on the verge of taking out Duquesne 3-0. Duquesne looking for an answer here, trying to stop the Towson momentum. Don Metal and his staff taking every second of this timeout Duquesne called. On the floor for Towson is Barrett, Abdul Rahim, Domingo, Callender, Jesse and Stewart, Floyd, Drelling, Grimm, Henshin, Kristofic, and Hobson for Duquesne. Jesse to serve on match point. It's an ace, and it's over. Maisie Jesse puts the exclamation point on it with an ace to finish things off in straight sets for Towson as they take set number 3, 25-22, and finish today 2-0. A decisive victory here in 3 sets for Towson, taking the first set 25-20, taking set number 2 25-14, and the final set 25-22. You can't say enough about Victoria Barrett in this one, as she was outstanding. 16 kills on 45% hitting, 3 aces and a block. Callender right behind her with 8 kills, 3 aces and a block as well. For Duquesne, they are led in kills by Henshin and Schramm, 8 apiece. As we'll await Don Metal here. And again, you can't say, this is the kind of stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. But Zaire Abdul Rahim was, through her actions and through her attitude in this game, was the spark that Towson needed. The enthusiasm was there, and it was infectious, and it is all thanks to Zaire Abdul Rahim. as we await Don Metal. Joined now by the head coach, Don Metal. And Coach, we talked after the St. Francis match, and there were certainly some kinks to be worked out. And fair to say, I think you guys did that here in the nightcap against Duquesne.
Yeah, you know, we had a really good film session, although fast, but most of the time we spent together was just talking about confidence and not putting that pressure from years past on this team because we're so young, you know, and they just need to believe in themselves, and I think that you saw a little bit of that come out tonight. And what about Vic Barrett? I mean, she keeps doing this. She's definitely has earned the right, at least, to be preseason player of the year.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I was going to ask you about Vic Barrett. I want to talk to you about somebody else since we just talked about Vic, and this is the kind of stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Zaire Abdul-Rahim, her enthusiasm, there was a few times I thought she got a block or a kill because of her reaction, and it was infectious because later in the match you see Ava Nakai reacting that way when she wasn't even near the ball on that. Talk about that enthusiasm that Zaire brought to the team tonight in this match and how that really helped spark it, because it was a swagger thing, I thought, tonight.
Yeah, she's a spark plug. I mean, we knew when she decided to leave her old school and come here that we saw that very animated type character. And, you know, the stat line doesn't show it tonight, but we need her on the court to be as physical as we can be.
And, I mean, two very different matches for you here in day one of your season. Two ends of kind of what you can get, right? And how do you think about the way your team responded, and now you have your foundation, you're moving forward?
Yeah, you know, this when you look at the stat line as far as hitting efficiency, that's right where we left off last year, and with a much younger squad. So that looks good. You know, we had we had 10 reception errors in the morning match to only having 1 reception error. We can still do a better job there, but this definitely has us in a little bit more positive mood headed into tomorrow.
All right, Coach, congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, appreciate it, man.
All right, that'll do it for us here on Flow Sports. I want to thank you for joining us all day today, and we'll be right back here tomorrow night as Towson will take on Lehigh. For everybody here at Towson Athletics, I'm Ben Rosenbaum. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Tigers.